What's good, pretty gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's Pretty Mine, and today I'm installing this highlighted wig from UNice Hair. I'm also going to be introducing y'all to my new technique of installing my wig. I've only been on YouTube for like a year and some months, so the last time I changed my technique was probably like 6 months ago to this only Got2B spray thing to make them faster. So now I have a new way of doing it. It's a little bit slower, but like it gets the job done and it has a stronger hold. I use the Got2B gel. I told y'all in my last video that I promised I would make y'all a tutorial on how I did it and also how I did my edges with the Gorilla Knot. So this is like a full install video, but if y'all haven't already, check out my last video, the one where I did the 2 braids. That is where I first did this method, and you can see it looks seamless. This wig I didn't bleach the knots, I only plucked it, so it's not gonna look as seamless as that one. That one had bleached knots and it was plucked, and I did a new baby hair method on that one, and this one I just did regular baby hairs. Go check out that video. You don't even have to watch it, just go look, click on it and look how my hair looks in that one. That's the method I'm showing y'all today, minus the baby hair technique. I didn't do it in this video because the knots aren't bleached, so the effect, I just didn't think the effect was gonna be good enough for me to take all that time to do my baby hairs. That's enough talking though. I'm gonna let y'all get into the video, get into this hair, and you can continue watching right now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the pretty gang so you can be a pretty gangster like me, and I'm gonna catch y'all in 2 seconds. Alright y'all, so here's the wig I'm working with today. This hair is from UNice Hair, and it has these pretty blonde highlights underneath the hair. Overall it's brown, but they put these little blonde highlights underneath. I thought it was really cute and unique. I just wanted to show y'all the density. You can see it's natural. It's not too thin at the bottom, but it's not overly thick either. And yeah, this is just the hair fresh out the box. Nothing done to it, and it hasn't even been flat ironed yet. So here's the inside of the wig. I just wanted to show y'all it has 3 clips. Not that it matters because we have a bald cap, but I just want to show y'all the inside. This wig is big hair friendly because, as you can see, I'm putting on my hair right now. Okay, so we're just gonna get to the install. I just like to cut 2 slits so I can have 3 areas to apply it, but you don't even have to. So we're going to Got2B gel, and we're gonna just put that over my whole hairline. You want to do a thin, super duper thin layer if you can, like the thinnest layer you can. It should pretty much just look like it's water on your forehead, like you see right here. It's just like a thin sheen of Got2B. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know, just don't make it. You don't have to try to make it thick, just rub it in almost, and then blow dry it. And we're gonna do more than 1 layer, but you want to half on your cap and half on your skin so that the cap is getting some extra security too. And then you're gonna go in with your second layer. You see I just put a little bead on my finger and I go from ear to ear. And looking back, did I have to cut those 3 sections? No, because I literally installed it as 1 piece, but whatever. It just makes me feel better when I do it. I feel like I'm in control, you know. But yeah, here's me doing the second coat right here, making it kind of thin, you know. Really, the thickness really just helps you work faster, because if you make it too thick, it'll take forever to dry. But here I am spraying some Got2B spray onto my fingers, and then I'm putting a thin layer of that on top. I did this while the gel was still wet, so you don't have to wait for it to dry or nothing. And you can see I'm just putting that layer on top, and this is going to be our last layer. I only did 2 layers, 3 if you count the spray. But once that's on there, all you have to do is blow dry it with a blow dryer. And you don't want this to get dry. You just want it to get a little sticky. You see I touched it to make sure it was sticky. I don't know how to explain that, but just keep touching it and making sure it's sticky. I was touching on the side though, so you don't mess up your front like I almost did. Cutting the 3 sections kind of helped me pull it into place, so I guess I can see why I did it now. But you just want to pull it directly on top of the gel or a little bit in front of it. It doesn't matter which one, but I think I put mine pretty much directly on top because I didn't want to cut off any hair when I was cutting my lace. So here I am combing it into place. But just to make sure it dries down all the way, I'm going to tie it down with this silk scarf for like 10 minutes. Once I take it off though, that's when the install is done. So it's pretty much on my head right now. And I'm taking a razor and cutting this so that it'll have like a jagged edge so it don't look too perfect or wig-like, you know. This is a really good lace though. You could barely see it right now. Look at that lace. So as y'all can see right now, there's kind of like a white trace around the edges. which had me not feeling this too much because it can be cleaned up, but it's the fact that I don't want to have to clean up my wigs that much when I'm installing them. So, you know, to each his own. If you don't have extra time to like clean this up, then don't do this method, just do the spray. But I had time today, so here I am just touching up the edges, and I'm going ahead and just cutting off the section by section. Each time I cut off a section, I kind of touch it up with a rat tail comb. That's what y'all saw me doing, going back in with the gel and touching up any lifted areas. And just touching it up can help sometimes get rid of that line around the edges, if y'all know what I'm talking about. So here I am. Once all that is done, I'm just going ahead and straighten up my part because I parted it while I was on my mannequin. So obviously my head's going to feel a little different. I'm going to put some wax stick in the middle to lay down my middle part because it wasn't really like set into place or nothing. And then I'm going to work on my baby hairs while my hot comb heats up because it wasn't heated up yet. So for baby hairs, we're just pulling out a small portion. It's up to y'all how much you want to pull out. And then I'm just going to take the back of my hot comb. Be very careful because I definitely burned myself once or twice. And yeah, be careful, but use this to pull the hair forward. And then I'm using a razor to cut this because I want it to be different. I'll never use a razor on my baby hairs. I don't know what I was trying to do or prove this day, but I used it. And here we go with the Gorilla Snot. So I have a bittersweet relationship with this at the moment. I do not recommend using Gorilla Snot if you are using Got2B gel on your wig. This may look fine in my video, and it looked fine in the last video too with the braids, but I promise y'all it lifts really fast, and when it does lift, it's hard to get back down without having like a yellow messy look on the outside. So I do not recommend this at all. You could do the same thing I'm doing right now with Eco Styler and just tie it down. But I would not recommend using Gorilla Snot with Got2B gel because it did not look good after a couple of days of wear. You can only wear this look one day and then it's done. It's literally done. They don't mix well at all, and it makes your install so messy. But here's my baby hairs complete on one side. I just did the other side, and then I'm tying it down into place for about 10 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm just going to be hot combing my middle part down, and we're just going to start plucking it after this. I plucked the part for this unit because I didn't bleach the knots, so obviously it was standing out a little bit too much for my liking. But yeah, here I am just plucking it. I can make a more detailed video on it. You see I just parted hair and ripped it off, but I can make a more detailed video because this really doesn't show you how or what I'm doing. So let me know down below if y'all want to know how to pluck your part. But here I am cleaning it up with some concealer since I didn't bleach the knots or anything, and you can see it looks like freshly bleached knots. Like, it's nothing to it. Once I'm done with that and the edges are dry, I'm just going to unwrap this. And then I'm just going to finish the rest of my part. I'm just plucking it and adding concealer to it. And then this is the end of this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was easy. So that's how I install my wigs, only using Got2B products. I like it because it has a stronger hold than just the spray. I felt like I had to touch it up a little bit more, but right now I'm looking and it doesn't look like I'm gonna have to. But the last one was my first time doing this, and I was touching it up every day. You do that with the spray too, but this started showing like lifting on the edges. But I'm gonna let y'all know what this one does this time, because that was only my first time doing it and it was a little messy last time, but this time it's not messy and I like how it turned out. I hope it was straightforward and easy for y'all to understand though, because I did promise I was gonna put this video out, so I'm just glad I got to film it so early. As far as the hair goes, this hair is from UNice Hair, as it said in the title. I want to say this looks like a 13x4 and I like it. It's really soft. My only thing is they put the blonde so low. The only way you can see it is if I do this, and I don't want to put my hair like this. I don't like it. In person, with it like moving and stuff, you'll see it through the back, and then you'll also be able to see it face to face. But on camera, of course, you only get to see one angle, so it's not showing up how I bet they intended it to show up. What I wanted to do was some curls with this, because I feel like then the blonde would show more, but I cannot curl. Y'all know I be trying all the time. I have curl tutorials on my channel and I just can't get the curls that I want to get. Like, those are not the curls. I could do waves, but they never come out like big body curls. Yeah, that's the only thing I have to say about this hair. The box was pretty empty. It came with a wig cap and that's it. Of course, all the details for my hair will be down below. I hope this tutorial was easy for y'all. I am hoping it was very detailed, because that's what I was going for. If y'all have any questions, as always, leave them down below. And don't forget to check out UNice Hair down below as well. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in my next video.